अगर आप कंटेंट क्रिएटर हैं, यूट्यूब पर कंटेंट बनाते हैं, गेमिंग करते हैं, वीडियोग्राफी या फिर फोटोग्राफी में, तो आज का वीडियो आपके लिए। आज इस वीडियो में हम कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स की सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम को एड्रेस करेंगे और वो है कि भाई जो हमारे पास जीबीज में और टीबीज में डेटा होता है उसे आसानी से स्टोर कैसे किया जाए जहां पर वो हमेशा सेफ एंड सिक्योर रहे। ये सब डेटा कैसे फास्टर स्पीड से ट्रांसफर किया जा सके और मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली एक जगह से दूसरी जगह आसानी से आप डेटा को कैरी कैसे कर सके। कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स कैन रिलेट की कितनी दिक्कतें आजकल हो गई हैं डेटा स्टोरेज और रीड एंड राइट स्पीड से रिलेटेड, बिकॉज आजकल सब कुछ हाई क्वालिटी में हम रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं, शूट कर रहे हैं, प्लस इतना इन्वेस्टमेंट करके शूट करते हैं, तो भाई डेटा तो सेफ रहना चाहिए एंड रीड एंड राइट स्पीड्स भी आपको फास्ट मिलनी चाहिए। और इसीलिए आज हम बात करेंगे वेस्टर्न डिजिटल के सीनियर डायरेक्टर खालिद वानी से, जो बताएंगे वेस्टर्न डिजिटल के नए प्रोडक्ट पोर्टफोलियो SanDisk प्रोफेशनल लाइनअप के बारे में, जिसमें वेस्टर्न डिजिटल ने कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स के लिए कुछ डेडिकेटेड डेटा स्टोरेज सॉल्यूशंस लॉन्च किए जिनमें आपको फास्ट रीड एंड राइट स्पीड्स मिलती हैं, काफी सारी स्टोरेज भी है। इनमें SanDisk PRO-G40 SSD है, G-Rate Shuttle SSD है, G ड्राइव डेस्कटॉप हार्ड ड्राइव एंड प्रो डॉकिंग स्टेशन है। सो लेट्स आस्क खालिद कि वेस्टर्न डिजिटल के इन प्रोडक्ट्स में कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स के लिए क्या नया है। हाय खालिद, वेलकम टू अनकट। सो क्या डेटा स्टोरेज सॉल्यूशंस इस बार आप कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स के लिए लेकर आए हैं? नए प्रोडक्ट्स के बारे में थोड़ा व्यूअर्स को बताएं।
अयाज, SanDisk प्रोफेशनल जो हमारा एक ब्रांड प्ले है, हमने काफी टाइम से सुना हुआ है कि कंटेंट क्रिएटर इकोनॉमी कैसे ग्रो कर रही है, और अगर देखा जाए एक्सपेक्टेशन ये है कि आने वाले कुछ सालों में जो कंटेंट क्रिएटर इकोनॉमी है दैट विल कंट्रीब्यूट टुवर्ड्स बिलियंस ऑफ डॉलर्स फ्रॉम अ रेवेन्यू पर्सपेक्टिव। आज की डेट में जहां तक हमारा एस्टिमेट है, कुछ रिसर्च हम लोगों ने की है, तकरीबन 1.5 लाख प्रोफेशनल कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स इंडिया में ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं, एंड दीज आर कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स दैट आर मोनेटाइजिंग देयर कंटेंट, राइट? दे आर क्रिएटिंग अ लॉट ऑफ कंटेंट, दे आर मोनेटाइजिंग दिस कंटेंट। और आप देखेंगे कि ये कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स दे ऑपरेट इन वेरियस सेगमेंट्स, राइट? दे ऑपरेट in healthcare, they operate in fashion, they operate in education, they operate in various segments. तो ये कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स जो कंटेंट क्रिएट करते हैं, दैट इज द की सोर्स ऑफ मोनेटाइजेशन फॉर देम। SanDisk प्रोफेशनल जो हमारा प्रोडक्ट लाइन है, दैट इज टारगेटेड टुवर्ड्स एड्रेसिंग द चैलेंजिंग डेटा storage requirements which are there from these content creator perspective. अब मैं आपको एग्जांपल देता हूँ. You would have seen that there are a lot of adventure content creators who are operating on top of mountains and jungles and in extreme weather conditions. So obviously you realize that the need for storage solutions that they have is far more enhanced than what an average or a normal consumer would have. So SanDisk Professional as a product line caters towards a segment which has a far more higher needs, both from workflow perspective. They would need heavy duty workflow drives which can support RAID. They would need drives which are ruggedized. They would need drives which are operating at an exceptional performance level. So SanDisk Professional product line is catered towards the needs of such prosumers or content creators, as we call. And the products that we are launching and the products that we are announcing is a wide range of products, ranging from portable storage devices to high capacity rack storage devices, which are a part of our SanDisk Professional portfolio. Ayaz.
So Khalid, you have launched 4 products. SanDisk PRO-G40 SSD है, G-Rate Shuttle SSD है, एक डेस्कटॉप हार्ड ड्राइव भी है, एक प्रो डॉकिंग स्टेशन है. So इनके बारे में जरा बताएं कि what purpose do they serve and how they'll help the content creators.
A very interesting question, right? I mean, I will, instead of basically covering all the products, मैं आपको कुछ products के snippets दे सकता हूँ. For example, आप देखें SanDisk Professional range में we have a product which is called the PRO-G40 SSD. Now, PRO-G40 SSD जो है, it's a product that delivers turbocharged speeds, right, of up to 2700 megabytes read and 1900 megabytes of write, right? it has a Thunderbolt built in. So from a speed perspective, it's one of the one of the most sought after products for people who are requiring extreme high specs, right? It is designed in a very exceptional way, right? I mean, the powerful exteriors and the interiors that a product have make it a very ruggedized product, right? I mean, it's an IP68 rated product, so which means that it has a drop resistance, it has a crash resistance, it can withstand dust and water, and it is to an extent, and it is designed to last at these exceptional environmental situations that consumers or prosumers want to use it at. And I think the other important aspect of that product is also about how the cooling mechanism has been developed in that product, right? So that's one of the examples that you have as far as your portable SSDs are concerned, right? And then you have we have our RAID storage or G-RAID products, which are again, products which are designed to allow consumers to build their own RAID ecosystems, right? So that they can build redundancy in terms of the data storage that the data storage environment that they are creating for themselves, right? And the other areas that these products would work on would be that they would have a much higher performance matrix, right? I mean, they would have a much more fault tolerance mechanism that is built in these drives. So a lot of these features are embedded in the entire SanDisk Professional lineup.
So खालिद, ये जो प्रोडक्ट्स हैं स्पेसिफिकली कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स के लिए ही है या फिर जो एवरेज यूजर्स हैं उनके लिए भी है?
देखिए, while कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स एक क्रिटिकल सेगमेंट बन जाता है ये प्रोडक्ट के लिए, बट आप देखेंगे कि देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ प्रोज्यूमर्स एज वेल which might not be content creators, but they might be operating in various different environments wherein they need data storage solutions जो बहुत ज्यादा performance high performance specs उनको दे सके. So it is meant for both content creators as a segment, and it is also meant for the entire prosumer segment out there.
Khalid, you already have many data storage solutions. What's the specific idea behind ये जो lineup आप launch कर रहे हैं, इसके पीछे क्या idea है?
Look, the idea behind this new lineup is to definitely let me rephrase this answer, right? The core that Western Digital has, and when you look at how I think we all believe that the data has the power to change the world, right? I mean, a lot of people have coined, and somebody has said it well, that the data is the new oil. The power that data has or will continue to have over the next few decades is going to be phenomenal, and it cuts across various segments, right? I mean, the way data is being utilized to eradicate a lot of bigger problems from climate change to global warming and so on and so forth, and healthcare. We know that data is significantly being utilized in different areas. And when you look at from Western Digital perspective, it's well known that whether it's in the cloud, whether it is in your phone, or whether it is in your automobile, the likelihood that you are storing the data on Western Digital products is extremely high. When you look at the entire portfolio that Western Digital has, it cuts across every data footprint that you can think about, right? I mean, as I said, I mean, if you're using your smartphone, there's likelihood that Western Digital is being used to store the data. But if it's in your cloud environment, likelihood that Western Digital is being used to store that data. Now, fundamentally, that's critical for Western Digital. The idea behind the SanDisk Professional lineup is to make sure that the segment, which is a very fast growing segment, which is the content creator segment, the prosumer segment, we bring in products which are laced with innovation to cater to that segment, because the needs that segment has is far more higher than what an ordinary or an average consumer like you and me would ideally have. So that's the fundamental idea behind introducing the SanDisk Professional line of product out there in the market.
खालिद, यहाँ पे 5G जो है वो लॉन्च हो गया है, अगले साल जो नेटवर्क है और ज़्यादा बढ़ेगा, तो और ज़्यादा कंटेंट आएगा और ज़्यादा कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स आएंगे, इंडस्ट्री और ज़्यादा डेवलप होगी. सो इससे भी काफ़ी आपको इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा. मतलब इसके बारे में आपकी क्या प्लानिंग है?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, right? I mean, with the rollout of 5G, it is obviously expected that the content creation will kind of further take off to a different level, right? And it is in India itself, it is expected to be a multi-billion-dollar economy over the next coming couple of years. You're absolutely right.
खालिद, मतलब ऑफ कोर्स मतलब ये बढ़ेगा ही आगे कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स, पर पिछले कुछ सालों में हमने देखा है कि काफ़ी कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स बढ़े, काफ़ी कंटेंट आया. सो ये जो पूरी लैंडस्केप जो है वो कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स की कैसे चेंज हुई है?
देखिए, कंटेंट क्रिएटर इकोनॉमी the way it is developing is phenomenal, right? I mean, globally अगर आप देखें, there are millions and millions of content creators, and what is very interesting in the content creator economy is it is evolving in every segment, right? You will see that that in education there are content creators that are the powerful content creators that are coming up and talking about a lot of innovation, right? In fashion, in healthcare, in engineering, in space, every segment, in tourism, right? When you look at from destinations perspective, there are a lot of content creators that are coming up and talking about many unknown destinations and so on and so on. So it's a very, very wide segment which is coming up out there. So the way it is shaping up, it is expected that I think I mentioned it earlier, that as of today, the last research that we looked at, we had close to 150,000 content creators in the country which are actually monetizing the content that they are creating, right? And over the next couple of years, we expect that this number will quadruple, right? We will have a lot more content creators that will be coming in. A few of the examples that I can talk about, I mean, you must have seen how gaming has been evolving in the country over the last couple of years, right? The content creators and the streamers around that gaming have more than doubled in the last couple of years, right? Creating a niche environment for themselves, right? And being able to then monetize that content and turn that into a career opportunity, right? So this economy by itself will continue to drive. It will continue to create more and more revenue opportunity for content creators, and also in that process end up creating a wide range of jobs, right? So I think if you look at nutshell, data is critical behind the content creator economy, right?
खालिद, 5G आएगा, कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स बढ़ेंगे, पूरी इंडस्ट्री बढ़ेगी. सो इस सब का आपके पोर्टफोलियो पे क्या इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा, एंड फॉर फ्यूचर में आपकी क्या प्लानिंग रहेगी?
देखिए, जहां तक हमारे पोर्टफोलियो का ताल्लुक है, अगर आप देखेंगे हमारा SanDisk प्रोफेशनल की जहां तक हम बात कर रहे हैं, the fact that you see that one of the world's largest digital storage brands is creating a niche segment in order to address this particular space by itself should be an indication that how we visualize this economy to grow, right? So we have a specific line of product which is dedicated towards this entire space.
Fine, Khalid, मतलब आपका जो portfolio.
So what I was trying to say is, obviously, as it continues to grow, as the requirements continue to enhance at Western Digital, we will continue to innovate. We'll continue to make sure that we drive deep understanding of the needs that this space has, and we will continue to innovate around our products.
फाइन, वी होप कि खालिद जो आपका नया प्रोडक्ट पोर्टफोलियो है वो कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स की जो प्रॉब्लम है जो वो फेस करते हैं एक्चुअली उनको एड्रेस करे, एंड फिर आपसे मतलब वी विश यू लक फॉर योर प्रोडक्ट्स, एंड आपसे फिर कनेक्ट करेंगे दोबारा किसी नए टॉपिक पर डेटा स्टोरेज सॉल्यूशन से रिलेटेड.
थैंक यू वेरी मच अयाज, बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके, एंड अगेन अ वार्म हेलो टू योर व्यूअर्स, एंड या थैंक यू वेरी मच.
है।